We did have a #1 recruit coming in. That's James Wiseman, the nation's top recruit. NCAA thinks he's ineligible for Memphis. The Tigers have permission from the courts to play him. Oregon's like, could we just, play the game and see how that thing works out? Wiseman's second foul there on a charge. So he's going to the bench for the rest of the half, and they're early into this thing. Oregon, nice passing. Chris Wardy knocks that one down. So they're up 10. Wiseman just sitting there on the bench. Later in the first, Alex Lomax. That's nice in the paint. So they got other guys. So
this is a really talented team. 9 freshmen. At times they play like freshmen. Has it show in their half-court offensive execution and their defensive transition.
Second half, Lester Quinones, nice.
He's good now.
Knocks that down. They got a 1-point lead. When you got Wiseman, no points in the first half, came through with 14 in the second. He's all up in there with 2 hands right now. Little pick and roll, got that one. First field goal of the game. Oregon, though, oh, by the way, they've reassumed the lead. Peyton Pritchard. Good range from him.
Pritchard can knock down shots. He can make the right play. He's got a toughness about him. But that's what Wiseman does. His ability to make plays, get to the glass, protect the rim. But you know what? In the first half, he didn't play.
Right. If you guys don't solve this, I'll go ahead and I'll do it. There you go. Couple of positions left. Memphis within 5. 5-point game. Here you go. Buck 35. Pritchard. See if we can knock this thing down. Oregon up 8. They decided to call a lot of timeouts late in this game, 82-74. But tell me how Oregon managed to. He had no impact in the first half because of the fouls. But still, 14 points that were kind of hollow. He didn't really. How'd they take him out of the game in this thing?
Well, they went at him, first of all. Instead of taking the ball away from the shot blocker, they took it to the shot blocker. They made him defend. And, look, in the first half, there was no rhythm to the first half for this Memphis team.
Right.
Defensive transition struggled. And, look, Memphis played like a young basketball team. How do young basketball teams play? They don't execute in a half court. They struggle in defensive transition. Shot selection at times is connected to your defensive transition. You get this guy in the game in the half court. If they can play through him in the high post, on the block, you can see his ability to finish. This is a really talented Memphis team. 9 freshmen, 5 of them can play anywhere in America. So this team, this is, again, it's November. They're going to continue to get better. They got to keep that guy on the floor. Now the question is, who can guard Wiseman? Is it the officials? Is it the NCAA? Who knows?
All right, kids these days. Let's talk about that real quick because he is in there, and I'm sure you've covered this ground on some shows, but not ours here at 11 o'clock on SportsCenter. Would you have him in there as a coach?
I wouldn't have him in there because basically you're telling the NCAA blank. And the reality of things, the NCAA didn't wake up one morning and say James Wiseman's going to be ineligible. Right? They made him ineligible because, in their minds, something significant, new evidence came to their attention. And when that comes to their attention, instead of having someone potentially play a player that is ineligible, what do? They send him a letter and say, at this moment in time, all right, this player is not eligible. Memphis decided to roll the dice and play. Here's my biggest question. You've got a really talented team behind him. So why not, even with the injunction, sit him, let this thing play out in the courts, and let those other players play so that you don't risk the rest of your season. Because right now they're risking the rest of the season. Whether you like it or not, the rules are the rules. If they committed a violation, it's going to be much more severe because of the situation of playing him.
After big games, did you take your team to Sizzler?
No, but I'll tell you one thing. Evansville, they're going to Tony's in Lexington, and they're going to have a heck of a meal.
Seth always has a table in Evansville at Tony's, I guess.
No, Lexington.
What's up? Thank you so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. Don't forget to download the ESPN app. And if you want more premium content, which you do, make sure that you subscribe to ESPN+. See you soon.